Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Live from Turnbuckle Tabloid Studios here in somewhere in New York City, we bring to you the 2025 Tabby Awards. This year we honor the greatness that is professional wrestling. Everything from greatest matches, biggest botches, and shameless pluggings of all things related to your podcast. Hosted by Jason. Co-hosted by Ariana Natagrande and Whole Milk Mike. The awards are brought to you by New York Wrestle Media, Roadcaster, StreamYard, and wherever Mike got his headphones from. Could be Five Below. And now, your host for tonight's prestigious gala, Jay Santy. Really? That's what I get? I thought I would at least get some kind of applause. Jesus Christ.
That was for the headphone comment.
Yep.
All right, let's work on that, guys. So, welcome everybody to another year of debauchery, buffoonery, and of course, the reason why we are here, our love of wrestling, and to honor those who had such a prestigious year in wrestling, the Tabby Awards, brought to you by none other than Turnbuckle Tabloid themselves and me and only me. No, I can't. This year it wasn't a hapless work at all. I was pleased to get the support and the work from Ariana and Mike, and also you, the listeners and the viewers, who helped to put together the nominees and such. Every year we go through our ups and downs of what we love, despise, hated, or just found really goofy about wrestling. And this year was no different. Honestly, It was no different. You guys just finished wrapping up History and Headlocks, this episode coming out this week as well. You guys spotlighted Christian Cage. Ariana, what was something that you didn't know about Christian Cage that you found out while you were doing your research for the episode?
Where he got his name from. The inspiration that Christian Cage is a combination of.
That's who I should sponsor. I should sponsor the headphones for a microphone for clipping. Go back out and come back again, dear. Yeah, this is her wardrobe malfunction.
And you make fun of my headphones. We know mine work fucking perfectly.
Yeah, you still sound like you're in a hallway though, but that's okay. We're working on yours.
I'm in my bedroom. Thank you. I don't have a lavish apartment like you do to podcast in.
Please. My studio is not considered elaborate. It's called functional.
Or lavish.
Lavish.
As I was saying.
Oh God.
Excuse me.
And you put it in.
Excuse me.
and you put it in the corner.
So, yeah. So, what you were saying that when he got his name?
Yeah, the inspiration behind the Christian Cage name, which was a combination of the actor Christian Slater and the other actor Nicolas Cage.
Wow,
Christian
two
Cage.
individuals who could be boring as hell when you look at them facially. It kind of it makes sense when you look at both. None of their faces scream
Very,
charismatic.
yeah. Until
Then
you
after we learn,
see the acting.
right, and then after what we learned about Christian down the line, in which Vince hated his face and wanted to put a blue dot over his, kind of makes sense of where it comes from.
I'm surprised Jay hasn't done that to me yet after all these years on the show.
I was looking to see if there was a
dare him.
patent. I was waiting to see if there was a patent pending from the WWE for Vince had already locked that up, but
Yeah.
could be in the works, Mike. Could be in the works.
I mean, Jake, not for nothing. You did do my family a solid, and you put a big smiley face over my nephew's face, and my mom will love that to death.
Oh, that's in podcasting world, that's doxing. You don't do that. You don't put like kids out there like that. That's just
absolutely
weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's why you might have heard her face, but you've never seen anything on podcasting world with Sally. Never. No, you don't ever see that.
Tell Matt Hardy that.
Yeah, that's just weird.
We grew up with them.
But Mike, what was your biggest expectations coming in from last year's Tabbies in comparisons to this year's Tabbies?
Huh. Interesting question. I will say.
I know that's why I'm great at what I do. Thanks.
Yeah. No. I mean, 500 episodes. I mean, come on.
Knock on wood. 500 coming.
Yeah, no. As far as
and by the way, I got a big surprise for that episode too, guys. You guys are not. For those who've been lifelong listeners to Turnbuckle Tabloid, you're not going to believe what happens on that episode. So, yeah.
Nice.
And I never know. I mean, as far as change from last year's Tabbies to this one, I mean, you expect the people to be better, or some people that were absolutely horrible to get better, or sometimes in reverse for some people that we don't like in the wrestling world. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I will say the past year has been very interesting for certain ones. I mean, because all three of us were pretty much debating like who deserved what. I mean, a lot of nominees deserved maybe one or multiple ones, but it was definitely an interesting year for us to culminate with all these nominees.
Yeah, I figured that it would be a drastic shift that occurred in wrestling from last year to this year. I figured that a lot of talent would start rising up from beneath the crevices in which they were hiding under, and they started showing improving a little bit more. There were a few that I was really shocked by, who actually became more impactful and became more an attention seeking performer than anything else. And I think that this year we pretty much narrowed that down to those in particular. You guys were very much involved in selection process. I left that in you guys' hands. I wanted you guys to be more forthcoming with your thoughts and opinions of it. I stood back to be just the individual who breaks the ties and such. Most difficult nominations that you guys had to work with, Ariana. What was a tough call for you?
I would probably say the most improved, because there was a good chunk of people there that all deserved kind of to win, but ultimately we can only pick one, and I think we did a good job with that.
Mike, what was your sense since you were really involved in the polling process with the viewers and listeners and the followers of our pages? What was like the more standout nomination that really people got more involved in?
I will say when it came to a lot of them were very close. There was like ones that like had to be broken up by ties. We had, like all of us had to be like, okay, who gets it more? But I will say that breakout star of the year definitely got the most votes out of everybody from both the Facebook and Instagram, because a lot of people had different opinions on what defined as a breakout star. And I will say, and match of the year, a lot of easy ones where people were picking up match of the years and debuts of the year. And debuts of the year where there was like one person that I think everybody just was unanimous, like, nope, we're not gonna give that person a single vote at all, which I think gave all three of us a chuckle.
I thought that first of all, I want to thank everybody who follows us. I appreciate you guys who follow us on all the socials. We got almost 1,000 on Facebook. We're climbing on Instagram and such. You know, as we say in Spanish, poco a poco, we're getting there. We're getting there. But when it comes to your fingers working for nominations, Jesus Christ, you guys! I mean, come on. Let's be more proactive and get involved a little bit more. Sorry, I mean,
Part of the team, guys.
Yeah, I mean, really.
Where's your support?
But we'll work on that. We're getting to that. So
I will say, Jade, that you have created the most unique format for voting in history. Because I think every year when I've been helping you, I'm like, why do you do it this way? Like you do 8, and then you go down to 4, and then it's like, okay, now we choose 1.
I like to do the dwindling down of you know, it gives more of a lesser work for us to do. Let them get it down to the 4, and then we'll decide from there. We'll get it there.
You say less work. I'm the one getting pictures, going putting them all together.
All right. You know what? You know
that too. You know
exactly. Like she would have pitched in for that.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God we have her this year.
Yeah, right. Come on.
The last couple years, it's been you and me looking at each other like no, and then we just like you know what? It's my show. I choose what I want. I'm like, go.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of that's pretty much what it is. Hey, I don't judge you guys on what you do. I leave you guys alone. So this is the musical part of the segment. I'm gonna bring out an oldie but goodie. This is a musical, but you know, for the awards, you have to have music calls. Yeah, so we're gonna have some. Yeah, this is. So I picked one, but I forgot which one it is. Let me just see which one. Let me see if this one will play. Hold on. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Energy at TRSS. This week we're bringing you nothing. Yeah, this was my early days of since we're rolling the. Cold outside. It's getting hot up in this studio because we're bringing you a new one called Sexy Salsa. That's right, Sexy Salsa is bringing you the hotness. It's Wrestling Sorry, baby, from Sexy Salsa. Here we go. You are a wrestling fan and you're mad at the product now. Your favorite wrestler's hurt or he's not getting over. You get so mad that you even yell at the referee. You blame Vince or creative that the show sucks. You go on Twitter and troll by sending out negative tweets. Saying you'll never watch wrestling again, and you will. Wrestling groups have banned you because you're mad and bitter. You cry the indies are much better, but never been to a show. If you're a wrestling fan, I say sorry. You watch a divas match for their bodies. If you're a wrestling fan, I say sorry. Yeah, I know that they let you down, but watch the old stuff on the network now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know that they let you down, but watch the old stuff on the network now.
Memories.
On the road to 500 episodes. This was like the early days of Turnbuckle Tabloid. We're gonna be rolling that out little by little. Damn, it's gonna be 8 years of doing this shit. I can't believe this shit. But
I remember dying laughing the first time you played that for me.
Oh god. I don't know. I want to go back to doing stuff like that. Then I listen to this again and I go, you know what? The format is fine. I don't need to do that shit anymore. I'm good. I've moved past that. I'm good.
You've evolved.
I've evolved. But I will be bringing back, like I said, matter of fact, I'll bring another one on during this episode. So
maybe once in a blue moon, go back to old stuff.
Yeah. I'll just throw something up there. But leading off this this award show, we're gonna start off with
what is this nonsense we're doing?
Yeah, I was gonna do a whole monologue like they do on and I was like, hey, Vincent's in the building. Hey, Vince. Just gonna make sure that the bathrooms are to your left because we know what kind of bathroom action you're into. All right, Vince. All right. Yeah. Let's move away from that. So now we're gonna go into the nominees. So let's get it off. First nomination on the board is Breakout of the Year. Ooh. Nominees are Braun Breaker, Joe Hendry, Obafemi, and Konosuke Takeshita. Now, this was an interesting one. This was a real interesting one. Ari, I think you had like you had a bit of a not a problem, but you had an issue on where you could have leaned with this one.
Right. Now that I think about it, maybe this was the one that was more difficult to narrow down.
She's clipping again.
You gotta be kidding me.
I know, right?
Again.
Right back.
We're back. So when she comes back, Mike, was there anyone that should have been on this list that you thought?
Tiffany Stratton.
Okay, Tiffany's a good one. Yeah,
like, I'm surprised as far as like her or Mariah May didn't make the final four.
That would have been those would have been good choices as well. Yeah. Right. And she's back. Yay! Hey. So you like I said, you had a difficult choice with this one.
You can hear me, right? You can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
great.
We hear you.
Just the amount of.
No, because I was trying to remember where I left off before I had to pop back out and in. Now that I really think about it, this may have been the more difficult one because for me, all four of them obviously have had impressive, maybe last 6 to 8 months. In 2024, you have Braun come in and win the IC title fairly quickly. You had Joe Hendry being Joe Henry, and Obafemi doing his thing. Rising up pretty quickly in NXT ranks, and then of course Takeshita finally getting the push that he deserved, and now has some gold around his waist, and being the beast that he's meant to be.
Yeah, I think this one was a good one. This was to start it off right. This was a good one to go with. So,
well, hold on. Let me. Sorry. Was it shocking that like Mariah May or Tiffany Stratton didn't make it in the final four?
That was actually surprising that at least not one of the ladies made it. I could actually see one of them being there instead of like Oba. Not to take away from him, but I am very surprised that one of the women didn't make the top four.
Yeah, I thought the same thing as well. I thought maybe like at least one of those two could have made the cut, but still, nonetheless, still a top four of Breakout of the Year, and the Tabby goes to yes.
Interesting.
I'm happy for him because 2023 should have been his year. He should have had a breakout year in 2023.
Right.
2024, they finally gave him what his just deserved, the push that was needed. And he had some big matches in which he showcased exactly why he should have had a breakout year in 2023. I can honestly say that I don't think I've ever seen a bad Takeshita match. I don't think so.
Absolutely not. He's fantastic. I'm a big fan of his from the moment I saw him pop up in AEW. I think he's just and so young and so experienced in what he does. He does it smooth in the ring.
All right.
You gotta be kidding me.
Again. You're clipping again.
You know what, man?
Oh, Jesus.
No.
Oh, gosh.
So, your thoughts?
I will say for Takeshi, I think his little excursion to Japan, competing in G1, definitely helped him increase his stock. Because, like you said, like not for nothing, this is probably like a year too like late for him. Because
Right.
In 2023, it should have been his.
Right.
I think with last year, him coming back, him having Tony Khan basically be like, "Oh yeah, you're here. Let me use you properly."
Yeah, I'm just gonna use the laptop mic going forward.
There you go. All right. We'll work on it.
So annoying. So annoying.
Yeah, he had a like I said, I don't think I've ever seen him have a bad match.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So congratulations to Takeshita for getting your award. Although he's not here to accept, Turnbuckle Tabloid would take it and accept it in his honor.
Yeah.
Congratulations, sir. Norigato.
Do you want me to give you an interesting stat for each category? At least like who was in last place?
Oh, sure. If you like, if you have it.
Yeah. The loser.
The biggest.
You also ran. You are an also ran.
The biggest loser for breakout Serbia was Kyle Fletcher.
Wow.
Him and Bronson Reed.
Really? Wow.
Wow. This was, I guess it was a tight race then.
That's interesting.
Because for them to be the losers, man.
Because I think for Fletcher, it was like pretty much the last 3 months where his push actually started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Wow, that's interesting.
Hold on. All right, keep talking.
What?
All right, talk for a little bit.
What happened? I am talking.
It's going to happen again.
You're kidding me.
It is. It is.
What the hell?
Don't worry. This happens on all award shows. Don't worry about it. There's always technical difficulties somewhere.
This is like absolutely pissing me the hell off.
Uh-oh.
And it's happening now. That's the craziness. Right. It's happening now.
I think it was perfect. Thank God she's gone. Thank God it didn't happen during our recording.
Right? Yeah. But it did happen it happens during history and during this week in history, right?
Yeah. It always starts at that point.
All right. Hello?
Yeah, I feel like I should just be like the awards girl on the side of this and just keep my mouth shut.
Next up.
Nothing, Ari. When we wanted you to join us, that wasn't the main purpose, but unfortunately, something's willing into existence. Like, shush, and then present.
Apparently.
Next up, most improved wrestler. We have Damian Priest, Chelsea Green, Nia Jax, and Trick Williams. I was really, I bit my lip on this one so bad. So bad. But Mike, where did you come with the conclusion with this one?
I think it's hard for all of us because we need to find what does improved mean.
Right.
Because it's like we look at a lot of them and all of them had some faults throughout the year, but overall their stock did get better. It's just that they definitely had some bumps in the road, which made us think okay, who did have the most bumps in the road at all?
Ari, is there someone here that should not be on the nominees?
No, I think. I mean, I know when we were having our preliminary discussions, we were saying, does Trick Williams belong here? Or should it have been like a previous year? So maybe Trick.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I think it's all pretty accurate.
All right.
Yeah.
And listen.
All right.
Trick. I'm like, oh man, that one. I was like, oh man, we did. At least I was trying to fish for somebody in AEW, somebody in TNA, somebody.
Right.
And Mike will look at the other nominees once we're done here, but I was like, really, but well, at least it leads us to this. The Tabby for most improved goes to Chelsea Green. Honestly, I don't think she should have won. Reason being, because I don't think she's ever been bad. I think that she's always been on her level. She just did not get the looks that she got until last year. But she's always been a solid wrestler. She's always been great on the mic. She's always been a promo.
Yeah. Well, no, we're in agreement, but I think because I think when she initially came back at the Rumble and then got the 1 second elimination, and then it was doomed from the start from 2023. But then once 2024 started, and then she got moved over to SmackDown, it definitely helped her stock where she got definitely used better.
I
Yes.
thought that she was, yeah, I can get that, but at the same time, I always thought that was just booking wise. Other than that, everything else with her has been solid. She was always good.
So if it wasn't Chelsea, who would you picked? Who was your winner?
You know, out of those four,
Don't say Nia.
I probably would have to say her. I would, because she was a mess when she first started. She was horrible.
I thought you were about to say like she was such a bitch.
No, she was a mess. Like she was just all stiff and didn't know how to work with her weight. She was just all over the place body wise in trying to be this monster among the women. It took a lot of big men to come and show her, teach her like, yo, you got to do this, you got to work this way, you got to work that way. And I think with her return, it was a little bit. I'm not saying that she became the giant, she became Paul White or anything, but she got a lot better. Damian had a hell of a year, he did, but there was also a lot of times that he was a little bit spotty as well. Like he almost took himself out a couple of times during matches. So
yeah.
But I would have.
And then Trick was the one you just looked at and said, like, no.
No. I actually think he regressed. Like I think he went. He went downward. He's just getting the spot that he got now. But for Chelsea, I get where you guys are coming from. Though I get it. I do get it. It's just like I said. All around for me, seeing her from years ago in TNA and Lucha and all that stuff, I always thought she was spot. So.
Yeah.
But once again, unfortunately, Chelsea's not here to get her award, but the Tabbies are here and we'll be holding their award just for her for whenever she comes around. Congratulations, Chelsea.
Biggest losers. People did not want to vote for Willow Nightingale, Lola Weiss, Ludwig Kaiser, or Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, I think Dominic. If it was last year, I think Dominic could have gotten the most improved. Right now, he's kind of just there,
I do think Dominic's gonna have a big year this year. Like early prediction, he could be Money in the Bank winner.
Yeah, I could say that. Yeah, I think with him, it's just ever since it's been with that Liv Morgan storyline and such, he's just been a male valet. That's all he's like really been.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen much
see
of
that happening. Sorry, I disagree with you guys on that one time.
Him and Carlito just on this weird double date with Raquel and Liv, and Finn and JD are just there like, hello.
Next up.
But hold on, you said you were surprised they had no real AEW representation. As Willow, would you say she's improved or she's always just been the same?
I don't think it's most improved. I think it was like maybe highly recognized, if that's something you could say. Like she came from the shadows and now everybody like started really supporting her after she started getting a little bit more looks. She had some really solid matches during the year.
Right.
But once again, she's another one. I don't really think that she was like bad. Like a year, like last year's win, I believe it was Julia Hart, right? We had.
Yes.
Julia Hart was a big fucking progression from what she was before. So that's a different look. But maybe this year was a little bit more tougher to pull this one out.
Yeah.
Next up. Talker of the year. We have the final boss, The Rock, Timeless Tony Storm, Drew McIntyre, and Ari's favorite wrestler of all time, CM Punk. Yay! By the way, CM Punk is in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. CM Punk is at Ari. If you like, I could get you an autograph. If you like one.
I'm good.
Yeah, Punk. She'll be backstage. She'll be waiting for that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Bygones be bygones. You're right.
I work with fucking children.
Mid.
So, talker of the year.
After Friday, I would take The Rock out here.
Yeah. Whoa.
You're a world champion. You're a world champion. Cody, you're a world champion. It's like, 3 more times and I'm getting drunk.
Listen, by the time this was done, this whole thing was, I kind of felt as though that he was trying to hook up. Like I really thought that he was trying to like,
You want to fuck?
yeah, like it was like, yo, what you doing after? What you doing after SmackDown? What's going on? What's happening? Like, you want to get a couple of drinks? Like, I was like, yo, what the? I want your soul. I'm like, hey, yo, what the fuck? But talk of the year, this was fun. This was real fun. Mike, did anyone here that you believe shouldn't be on the list? Besides Rock after Friday night.
Well, that doesn't count. That's 2025.
Right.
I will say it was definitely close for me for the last spot. It was going to be either CM Punk or Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
I think that was that was the closest one for me, honestly, because I think with Tony being the only female nominee, I think it just shows how much character work and promos that she stood out the most. And then let's just be real here, Drew was just a major troll throughout the 2024 in The Rock.
Punk, I gotta tell you, Ari pushed real hard for you to get that last spot. Give it to Ari. Shout out to Ari for doing that for you.
Nope.
Yeah. And
you would be on this list if it worked to me. I don't know who else would be in there with anybody.
Oh no, she's clipping again. We can't even understand what she's saying. She's clipping again.
You guys finish this without me because I'm done.
No, I'm come
done.
back. No, come back. No. Go back out and come back. Come back. It's not our fault.
If she doesn't come back, it's a problem.
It's not our fault.
I don't know.
She has to come back. So for me,
is she still in the lobby?
No, she's got to come back.
Oh.
So, Talker of the Year. This was a fun one.
I want to say for The Rock too, not for that. If it wasn't for him turning heel, he would not be in the top 4.
Right, definitely.
If he did become the final boss, it was probably just going to be some other random person on the roster somewhere.
But at the same time, although as long-winded as he can be, as long as much as an asshole, he took on TV time and all this shit. I mean, they gravitated to him. The audience loved him after all those minutes that he fucking ate up on TV time. But the winner of Talker of the Year, drum roll please. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Ari, you did it. You got it. Drew McIntyre.
Why is he so small?
I don't know how that happened there.
Yay!
Whoa.
His picture is small, but his persona is larger than life.
That's right.
Ari, why Talker of the Year?
Because he carried a feud all by himself. His opponent was at home recuperating from a torn whatever the hell he tore this time. He had to be the only one to carry a feud, and he made it work with just himself.
Beautiful, exactly. I can't even argue
Simple.
That. Me being a Punk fan that I am, I cannot even argue that. But Mike, was this close or?
Like I said, Kevin was a close fourth, and then following him was Swerve, Ospreay, and Adam Page.
Ooh. Swerve. Okay, that Swerve could have been in there.
And Page.
Wait, Ospreay? Really?
Will Ospreay. Nobody voted for Mr. Will as a talker.
Okay. Interesting. Didn't see that coming. But okay. All right, but once again. Big shout out to Drew McIntyre for your award. Congratulations. And we'll keep it right here in the Turnbuckle Tabloid Studios just for you. We'll keep it warm for you, mate.
We actually met him in person.
You don't even know. Ari, have you seen the video, right?
Which one?
Of me when I met Drew McIntyre, when he was Drew Galloway.
No, I did not. I have to see that.
Oh,
hold on. But Ari had a perfect response.
You marked out?
Which video?
All right.
I don't even know.
All right. During the show, I'll pull it up. I'll get it up there. But that was. Oh, I was a bitch.
Well, I still need reaction the way I did when I first met Bret Hart, where I was like, oh my God.
And it was just the way that he got up on me. I was doing a stand-up interview at House of Glory, and he just crawled up in the camera, and I was like, oh, my God. I do declare, Mr. Galloway.
His shadow came up 5 seconds later.
I'm telling you. I was like, ooh, how are you? That was the same day I told EC3 that he gets his hair cut by Dominicans. I was like, I knew it. I knew you get your hair cut by Dominicans. I knew it. Next up. Female of the Year. We have Liv Morgan, Toni Storm, Jordan Grace, and Roxanne Perez. Any shockers here, Mike?
I think like with Roxanne Perez, it was definitely close with her and a few of the other nominees, but I think the other three were definitely solid. I mean, but based on the pictures alone, it just shows what kind of year each of them had. But I will say the Liv laugh has to go.
Oh.
The Liv laugh?
Ha 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 ha.
Really? Really?
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I thought that was a thing that was like that everybody was like drawn to.
No, this is gonna be sexist, but it's sexy when she shuts her mouth.
Oh, yeah, that could become what sexist. Yeah, that would be.
It's not a good talker. Period.
Anybody else that you saw here that Ari that could have fit in could have fit right in?
And aside of this,
yeah.
No, actually, I think these four with their performances are solid. Top four.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let us go to our winner. Oh man, this might be a bit controversial with people. I don't know. I'm waiting for my drum roll. Drum roll, please. And your winner, Timeless Toni Storm. Well deserved.
Timeless.
This is well deserved. She should be here. The one thing that I would have to say is that Liv did have a really, really solid run last year, holding it down once Rhea went out, being such a real fucking what's the word? A bitch. Okay, we want to say that. It's fine.
I was about to scream bitch, and then realized there's a family in the house.
Yeah. I would have to say that she did a solid job with that. Roxanne, NXT wise, in ring wise also, but she just falls into that same kind of mold that all the females have been placed in for so long. So I'm thinking that maybe they need to do something different with her. But for Toni did a spectacular job. Really carried that woman's division, and in a day and age when people aren't really committed to their gimmicks, she did an exceptional job with sticking to her gimmick and working it well.
Fantastic.
Congratulations to you, Toni. Oh, Toni. And it's back because once it went away, it's back. So, your female wrestler of the year, Toni Storm. So, this is a part of the show where we do our dance number again. We'll do our music number again. So, bringing it to the stage, our new dance number.
I love how you can tell us this is supposed to be behind the scenes, but you're saying it on air. Oh wait, I'm muting for this.
You told me that you hated my friends. Don't give a fuck 'cause you don't hang with them. And every time you told me my opinion was wrong, it made me think about writing this fuck you song. And I hope you're doing well right now. But to be honest, I don't really give a fuck. Who cares about you? You still hit my phone. grown up. And bitch, I'll be moving on. And I throw my middle finger in the air, so hold that. Baby, you should know that my mama still likes you, but hates what you have done. And you never like to admit when you were wrong. But you got so caught up with your job, didn't see what's going on. But now you know your ass is sleeping all alone. So if you like the way you look so much, oh baby, you can go and fuck yourself. And if you think that I really give a fuck, oh baby, you can go and fuck yourself. Fuck you, 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 fuck you. Fuck you, 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 fuck you. For every time you said my dick was small, it might be cause your pussy has no walls.
Oh my Lord!
Such an ass cause you made me so vulnerable. For all those times I let you bust my balls. So if you like the way you look so much, oh baby, you can go and fuck yourself. And if you think that I really give a fuck, oh baby, you can go and fuck yourself. So if you like the way you look so much, oh baby, you can go and fuck yourself. And if you think that I really give a fuck, oh baby, you can go and fuck yourself.
I'm so sorry. I did not know that it was that explicit.
My.
Yes, I
You,
did.
you must have forgot about the pussy part.
Yeah, I was going through it. I must have been going through it at that time.
You must have gone through a phase. Somebody broke your heart.
I wish I had known that song when the last breakup I had, minus the second verse, because no, that's not working for that.
I already remember. This is the dance part. There was a dance for this.
So Jay, you really love your Justin Bieber, huh?
Yeah, I was going through a phase at that moment. I was going through that moment.
Pussy.
Just so happy to throw some pussy up. Oh, wow, that was just.
All right.
Welcome back, everybody. That was all right.
As soon as that line leaves his lips, you just get the cage pulling off the stage.
I was I was like shocked myself. I was like, maybe
We'll give him the gong. Gong.
Maybe I should have vetted that before I played it. I should have just vetted that.
Oh my.
Next up,
I think
the return.
You did put that at full volume too. I think it was like low enough.
No, that's all right. It's right. You know what? I'll get it in editing. I'll raise it. I'll put it up in editing.
Jesus.
Next up, debut of the year. We have Ricochet to AEW. We have Jacob Fatu to WWE. We have Julia to NXT, and we have the Wyatt Six at WWE.
I think
all of these are good.
Out of all the categories, this is the one that all of us have looked at each other like, what technically defines as a debut?
Right.
I think that we kind of nailed it. I think Ricochet was definitely a debut. That was definitely one.
Yeah.
Right. Jacob Fatu, the one
right.
I will say Julia was the closest one where a lot of us, like even like we're talking about like Jordan Grace, like for NXT, like did that count?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I get it. I could see what we were doing with it. But
because this one was close in the votes.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was that close, huh?
Yeah, like I'll say like Stephanie McCurry was one behind Julia.
Wow.
I was gonna say this too for female wrestler of the year. This one, Mercedes got 0.
Yeah.
Nobody gave a shit about Mercedes. And then like Ethan Page and Joe Hendry were close too.
Oh, okay.
My issue with like Joe Hendry and Jordan Grace is like they're technically not debuts because they weren't signed at that time.
Right.
The special appearances, in my opinion. You know, now Jordan has
Jordan, yeah.
Rumble, right.
Right.
You know? And I kind of want to throw in, like, even with Bias 6, like, they were all already there. They were just on hiatus for a bit, repackaged. So, personally, I don't know if that would count either.
Yeah, I think that with selections that were there, especially the nominees who put them in, which was the viewers and the listeners, they tried. It was a try. I think the like debuts was really like Fatu and especially Ricochet. Like that was
those were clear cut debuts.
Yeah. Then that was easy to go to.
Mm-hmm.
But
like Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa are not even on the list.
Right.
Tama Tonga, he was the SmackDown right after WrestleMania.
Right.
Yeah, that should have been a gimme right there too. But I don't think they would have won. But saying something there.
And I understand what you say about the White Six, but I think it was just the anticipation and all the like the QR code stuff, like where it's like what are we about to see? And this is a new Uncle Howdy, and like you said, this is all like the same people, just now they have a different gimmick.
Yeah, I don't know. They were already signed for years. Just new package.
So our winner is. I don't want to tell her she's clipping because then she won't come back.
You're kidding me.
Oh, come on. This had to be automatic, right? This had to be it.
Absolutely.
This had to be the automatic one.
Yeah.
This
was clear cut. I mean, White Six and Ricochet were close in second.
Then comes in, makes an impact, hurts himself, comes back, and is still killing it. Like,
I think he hurt himself twice on pay-per-view, and he's still going.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So,
I think so.
And then finally they give him the mic, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, he can talk without cursing. Awesome. He can go.
I think that was a lot of people's fears. Like, what kind of Jacob Fatu promo are we about to get here?
Right.
I mean, well, it's a legit Jacob Fatu promo with just no cursing.
Yeah.
Right.
Shocking win audio or no?
Not at all. You can hear me, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't want to tell her because he's not going to come back.
You keep clipping it out. I don't know what it is.
I don't know why this is happening. This doesn't happen on my work calls.
Come back, please. Come back. Please come back.
Maybe come back. I mean, what else is there to say about Jacob Fatu? I mean, in the span of 1 year, he went from badass to like heels to badass babyface.
Right.
And he's been around for like 6-7 months, or not even more, I think.
Yeah, it's about to be a year soon.
Oh no, he only debuted around Money in the Bank, so about like 8 months.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a year soon. Hold on a second. One take. I gotta bring it back. Yeah,
maybe she drops the background. Maybe. Okay, no background.
I'm going through freaking Explorer, whatever the hell it's called now.
Is that
whatever?
Oh, okay. You think that's what it is? Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe let's see if this will actually be clear this time.
Well, it sounds clear, and you're not like delayed in your like movements.
So. Okay, maybe Google was giving me shit.
Damn you, Google! Damn you! Yeah. But that's our winner, Jacob Fatu, and I really this come on, that's the guy right there, and I expect that next year we're gonna see him probably on the Male Wrestler of the Year, so that's gonna probably be the next one for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe most improved.
Yeah. Well, no, there's nothing to improve on that. He's perfect just the way he is.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say. Can I just say sorry?
No. I think it's like the real awards. We were
Jay, let me talk.
5 more minutes.
We're gonna play her out.
In the case of Ricochet, like I think his debut would have been a little more impactful if he would have came in either in a one-on-one match instead of in the Casino Gauntlet, and then kind of like disappearing into it, or maybe even if he would have came in already as a psycho heel.
Yeah, that is probably what the best thing was. The best thing that probably hindered him getting the win here for that is because he came in and it was flat. There was just no real substance. And then with that casino match, I mean, how long was he in it? It was just spot, and then he was done, right?
Yeah, and then like 5 minutes later, it was over.
Right.
It's like it was great to see him come out. It's like, oh, finally, here he is.
But also too, like, did it feel more predictable for Ricochet? Like, at that time, we were like, "Oh, he's in this match." Meanwhile, Jacob Fatu, we kept waiting. When the hell are you showing up, buddy?
And then he pops up, just destroying everybody.
Yeah, 3 world champions in the same segment.
Yeah, definitely. But like I said, I think with Ricochet, I think he'll be in most improved, but it won't be for wrestling. It'll be because of his persona, his character. That's what he'll get it at.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Most likely. So, to the Moose, Mr. Chop Cheese, Mr. Henny, got you, bro. When I see you, it's gonna be lit, and also your Tabby Award will be there for you.
And
he's not here right now,
and he knows where you live.
We'll get you. We'll see you, Oos. We'll see you. Brings a tear to my eye.
Oh, so proud.
Next up.
Can I just say one last thing? Just one thing about the White Six. Visually, though, did not look impressive.
Visually, yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
It was incredible. It's just a shame that they've kind of just fizzled out.
Well, because I think Howdy's hurt, and that's the problem. Is that you can't have them all pop up and he's not there.
But even before that.
Also, who missed the cut?
Yeah. Not really. I think we all spot on, but I think like Mercedes Moné didn't get any votes. It was then followed by Ethan, Joe, and then Stephanie.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, also
Stephanie McCord could have she that, but no. I think with her it was because of the fact that she was just on AEW, had the match with Monet, and then went to NXT, and that was the only big shocker for everybody. It was like, oh shit, really? Okay.
Also, it was like 3 months afterwards, so there was a wait for her.
No, but still, it was still a thing. Like she was just on AEW. Like, oh shit, okay.
Oh yeah, I know. I initially, but I think like because she signed quickly, and then we didn't see her until she did like a Mexico house show.
Right.
I mean, also Zaria's not on the list. She popped up and hasn't really done much.
I haven't seen her at all, so I don't even know if like she's gonna be existent in the next couple of months.
I mean, her and Sol Ruka are a team, so.
Apparently she's getting a name change.
Yeah, to fit it's a closer shoot name.
Oh yeah, they're working on that. So yeah, because to be honest, I didn't know what the fuck a Sol Ruka was anyway. So
that's a weird name.
Yeah,
like Sun something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sunrock.
The next category is Indie Wrestler of the Year. This was a nice conversation to have.
Yeah, a lot of messages going back and forth talking about who should be on, who should not.
I saw Ari a little bit more informed about this category.
Yes,
we got Matt Cardona, Mustafa Ali, Zilla Fatu, and Charles Mason.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody shocked about the people on this list?
I was surprised Charles Mason made it to the top 4, to be honest. Because you got people like Effie or even Ali, or that I thought would have been up there more than them, or Manson, because he was GCW champion for a good chunk of the year, and I like Mason. I do. It's just I don't know. I don't know if it was at that level yet.
Mike,
this Tabby Award is always hard for me every year because it's like the indies are so big, so it's like who? Because I go to some indie shows. I don't go to every indie show. I'm not that type of indie wrestling fan, but it's like if I miss one person, I feel bad because it's like, oh, I forgot about this person. Every person's put a hard amount of work.
Yeah.
But as far as there was one where me and Ari brought up, and Jay was sleeping that morning, and then it's like hours later, the person we mentioned, he goes, "Nope."
I forgot who that was.
It was like, okay, so never mind on that person.
I forgot who that was. That was funny though.
We go.
Believe me,
every month, Ari.
Who? What?
We
Oh, I
every
remember
month.
now who it was.
Well,
Now I
I
remember who
don't
it
give a
was.
damn. I say Mike Santana. Nope, nope, not at all.
All right, hello.
But why?
No, he's Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican. No, not happening, bro.
I mean, so we have these stuff for the like bottom four, like there was no real like last place, but it was very close with Mance Warner, Megan Bain, Kevin Blackwood, and the main event.
I would have maybe thought main event. They were kind of they've been tearing it up in the indies for the last year. They were everywhere, man.
Yeah, I think they just also made their MLW's debut too.
Yeah,
they were there a while.
Yeah.
I just don't get used as often.
They've been there for some time.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, they've been bouncing around everywhere. They pulled up on GCW as well. So like, yeah, they've been touching ground for a little bit. I was surprised they didn't make the nomination list. But our winner of Indie Wrestler of the Year.
This was close, people.
Whoa. Charles Mason, the underdog.
Wait, I thought we chose Mustafa.
Nope, this is what happened. Remember, you guys had to split. I had to make the decision.
You split, Mike.
I had to make the decision.
I should have been Mustafa, 100%. I disagree completely. Sorry, guys.
Oh
reason why I say.
Can you start glitching again?
No.
Mike is saying go back to Chrome.
I'll tell you exactly why I disagree with this.
Reason why I'm saying.
Well, remember, Jay's the tiebreaker, so his explanation.
Well, Mike,
reason why he's wrong.
Mike, you give your reasoning.
I think just overall, for a guy that keep elevating himself to a higher, because he went from one level to another level where he doesn't just also do House of Glory, he does GCW, he does all the independents, where I think his stock is finally rising up to the level where a company is definitely going to pick him up, like MLW or TNA, or maybe he goes overseas to Japan or Mexico.
Ari, your reasoning why you didn't think so?
I could see that happening in another year, but not this year. Not this year that just passed. Sorry. I think he started to rise up a little bit, but he's not at that level yet to be Indie Wrestler of the Year. He needed at least another year to really get to that point.
So my reasoning for him getting it, his stock has been rising in the indie scenes for the past 2 years, especially in 2024. Like Mike mentioned, he had GCW. He's been hitting Defy. He's been hitting all around. He's been moving around, moving and making shakes. He's also been breaking through on the PWI wrestlers list as well. He's been elevating it as well. He had huge matches. They lined him up in big matches in House of Glory this past year. Big matches. And any guy that he worked with, they all came out and said, yo, that kid is going to be a problem. Like, he's good money. Persona-wise, gimmick-wise, and ring-wise. They said he takes it to the limit. And I have to say, I seen this kid from day fucking one when he first went through those hollow halls. When he came in with as a tag team. And the progression he came into what he is now, as an indie, for a kid out of New York City to draw the heat that he gets, it's like, I don't know. Like, I haven't seen that shit in a long time. But don't get me wrong, Mustafa, when he got released from WWE, he's already been known for that. He already knew that he could do those promos. They know that he can work. And indie wise, is he really indie though? Because
he's been he's been across a lot of indie federations. I mean, he's worked with GCW, Defy. He's been in House of Glory. He's done. Has he been at MLW? He's done a lot of the Midwest.
He hasn't done MLW.
Hold on, Mike. And the fact that he got basically fired from WWE when he wanted to do something that they were just not budging on, and to take that gimmick and make it his own and show the world what it truly was when he was being basically censored to be who he wanted to be. and he's been around the world with it. Yeah, he's been on TNA, sure, cool, but he's been around the world with it. And people who maybe weren't paying attention to Mustafa Ali in WWE now have eyes on him and see, wow, WWE dropped the ball on this guy. And it took him having to go into the indie scene to show that to the world.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, but at the same time, for this kid right here, I don't know. Like I said, this was controversial. I knew this was going to be one. This was going to be.
He needs more time.
Yeah, he needs still more time in the oven before he goes.
And I've been watching him wrestle for the last 4 or 5 years too. And I think, yeah, sure, he's improved and stuff, but he needs more eyes on him. He doesn't have enough eyes on him yet, in my opinion.
I will say for Ali was that when he did get his release and then he started the indies, he came out guns blazing, I will say. But then I felt like throughout the year he tempered off, and where I really didn't hear his name that much, or he wasn't around as often as he was.
He's been around the whole time. He's just,
I'm just saying for me, I'm saying at least he was around, but it wasn't like you didn't hear his name like have an impact as least like as it is, because he did TNA, he did House of Glory, he did like a lot of overseas stuff as well.
Yeah, and that's the impact that he had.
Yeah, I mean, same thing with Cardona. Cardona did every indie this year.
This is the same conversation. This is the same conversation you have with. This is the same conversation you have with Ariana when you're ordering food and it's something that she's not going to pick on when you're doing like buffet style eating at the table. Like, no, I'm not going to eat that. No, order something else. No.
Right.
I mean, also, I think Zilla was obviously in the top 4 just because of his family.
His name. Yeah. I mean, he's doing good. He's another one that needs to bake a little longer in the oven.
He needs to burn.
He's got the eyes on him, but he just needs more.
He needs to be in the oven like a panini needs to be in the oven. That's how long he has to be sitting there. He's got a lot to go.
Slow simmer in the oven.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's insane that House of Glory is the first company to give him an actual championship.
I'm not surprised at that though.
Yeah,
I know he wrestles for Reality of Wrestling, but even they don't give him a belt. I know he just had like a feud with Booker T, like of all fucking people.
HOG likes to put belts on the new shiny toy and keep it on them for a bit. To make it bait. First match in, boom, to give her a belt.
And that's what Zilla is at this point, the new shiny toy that somebody wants to play with.
Mike Santana, right? Right, guys? Right?
But he's not new. he's old and broken.
Right?
Old and broken.
Needs repairs.
So we're going to another interlude. It's not a musical interlude. No, it's not a musical interlude. This was the night we met Drew McIntyre, aka Drew
here we go.
Galloway. Let me see.
I think this is after his match with Low Key too. Or no, it's before.
Look how small he looks.
Oh my god. What are you saying? I can't hear it.
I said he's more handsome in person.
He's like, oh, stop.
Look at him look at you. Oh, shit.
Oh, Lorenz Dean.
Oh, boxing ring. Do you see Toasty Tom in the background giving you a look? Aww.
It's so crazy when you look at Drew like that. He doesn't even look like himself compared to now. Right?
That looks completely different. He looks like a completely different person.
His face looks different too. Compared, like now he's just big old meat.
Physically,
big old meat man.
Yes.
Yum yum.
There was no glitches in that statement.
I always said, listen, I always said that's my man crush. That's one of my man crushes.
Rawr.
It was funny because I was at Survivor Series, not last year, the year before. We were at Survivor Series, and that's when all the talk was rumbling and everybody's thinking that Punk was coming. So I was at my aunt's house. We were watching it, and my aunt has has a gay friend, and he's a wrestling fan. So when Randy comes out, he goes, "That's my boo. My boo that's my man. I love me some Randy." I said, "Girl, you better say it loud and proud. Make sure he hear it through this TV." And then when Punk came out, I was like, "Now that's my man."
Oh my god.
He's like, "That's right. You like said, you get your Chicago man." I was like, "That's right, girl."
That's scary, Ann.
Back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Faction of the year. What a segue.
Can I just say for all of us, it was like, oof.
Oh yeah, this was
tough.
This was
when we looked at each other and go, "Oh God."
This was another one in which we had to like it had to come down to one decision. The nominees are the Callis family, the System, Bloodline 2.0, and Damage Control. How the fuck did Damage Control get on this list?
There are not that many factions that are.
Wow.
Because Judgment Day today is garbage.
Okay, I gotta bring this up. The amount of times Ari kept saying, which version? I wanted to put like, listen, old Judgment Day or new Judgment Day?
Because there's like two completely different factions at this point.
Right. Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, but either one would you have cared about anyway? Like,
I mean, no votes for either.
No,
right.
At that point, no, because we kind of were already tired of. We wanted to see Rhea and Damien get the hell out of there.
I mean, we had the Death Riders, no votes. Judgment Day had like 2 votes. Patriarchy had a couple votes. The Bang Bang Gang had like maybe a couple votes.
That one was tough because everybody was injured at some point throughout the year with the Bang Bang Gang.
Somewhere out there, I know somebody's listening and watching this and going, "What? No Bullet Club? What? No any Japanese faction they're doing out there? They're gonna what?" No, they're not in it. They're not included. No.
This is where I tell people, guess what? There's like 4 different versions of Bullet Club over
Yeah.
It's like Bullet Club Red.
There's the War Dogs with Jay White. No, not Jay White. David Finlay and the House of Torture Bullet Club. And House of Torture just kicked out the War Dogs.
Right. Is like, do we count them all as one big faction, or we split it up?
So Bullet Club is officially dead at this point.
So
we have
your winner. This one had to be decided by as well. Your winner of Faction of the Year.
I'm curious.
I don't even remember who I picked. I don't even remember who the hell I picked.
I think you picked Don Callis' family.
Oh, okay.
So
and I picked the System.
And that was kind of like by default.
So this came right when I was putting this together. This how long I was thinking about this shit, because I was like, God, this is bad. God, it was bad. Reason why I took the System was because of the personalities involved in this group. It's like so random that they put like they're together, but when you watch it, it fucking works. I don't know how it works. Especially now that they added fucking Dirty Dango and all this. I said, for some reason, this crew actually looks like they should be together without it not knowing that it should be together. Don Callis' family, it was close because they finally were doing something with them, especially all together. You know, especially now when they turned on the Osprey thing. Fletcher became more of a central figure in the family.
Don Callis randomly buys Brian Cage and trades Lance Archer for 3 luchadors.
And you know what? That's the one that fucked it up for me. That really didn't make sense to me, that trade at all.
When he got Archer for the Beast Mortals and Mystico?
Just didn't make sense for me. Didn't work for me.
He sold 3 Mexicans for a white man.
I think that was their way of trying to pair up Archer and Brian Cage as a new tag team, you know?
Probably, yeah. That was the way that they were doing it.
The only way they could do it, really.
Yeah, but like,
the problem was it was a little too late for them to put all that together. Meanwhile, the System had been a thing for the entire year.
That's true.
Yeah, and they've won gold. They look good with gold. And Moose has actually looked like a leader through all this. So, it was by the skin of the teeth, but I gave it to the system. I gave it to them.
All right.
I mean, overall, it should have been Bloodline 2.0. I think everybody just got so fucking annoyed with Solo Sikoa that it ruined everything.
No, it wasn't even that. I think, well, it could be that, well, everybody else, but for me, it wasn't that. I think it was just like with them rushing Roman to come back, they didn't even let them they didn't give them any flexibility to really be a dominant faction. Like, God, take over a show or something. Like, do something.
Yeah.
They had the tag belts for a month.
They did. Yeah,
it just felt very disjointed throughout.
Yeah.
It's messy,
Yeah.
Tangaloa did not help either.
That's what exactly you read my mind just now. Like, this poor guy was boxing left and right.
Did not help at all. So
he's injured at least.
He's coming back.
Yeah.
Eventually.
So
just the low blow he hit, and he hit his brother in the head.
Punch Kevin Owens in the nuts.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. That whole thing they didn't flesh out right. They should have given more time to use that faction to really cause some ruckus, make it seem as though that everybody's really they really need to target them, but they didn't really give it that time. So, to the system, kudos to you. You barely got it, but wasn't really a good category this year at all.
Not a good year for factions.
No, not at all. No.
Not for the amount of factions that kept telling Ari, like, Final Testament, American made. It was like more here.
Oh God! It's just they were just. They weren't hitting it this year.
Next category. Tag Team of the Year. Better. We went from faction to something actually better. Tag Team of the Year. We get ABC. We got what?
DEFG.
Motor City Machine Guns. We get the Bloodline, and we get Axiom and Fajon. Oh, what's the name? Axiom. Yeah. So this was a good one. I thought this was a real. I didn't think it was obvious. I just felt really, really bad for one, and we all know which one we feel bad for, because ABC could have had a very good year. Very, very good year. Shout out to Chris Bay. Seems as though he's doing he's doing well. His therapy is showing he's now walking a little bit more steady. His gait is looking really good. So, and shout out to the fans who donated to his GoFundMe for his health and insurances or something. It's a great thing, and it shows the real testament to the true love wrestling fans have for their wrestlers, man. And it was an awesome thing for them to do. Yeah. But any other tag teams here? My bad, my call. Ari, any tag teams here that missed the cut?
I want to say, Street Profits, but I feel like they just weren't utilized the way they should have been this past year.
Don't you mean Private Party?
No. Street Profits. Private Party was whatever, but I don't like it. And just I feel like this year, tag team wrestling as a whole was just very, very like in the background. So
if you blinked, you missed it.
Pretty much. And it's like, wait, there's a tag team division in these promotions, like across the whole board. Maybe TNA would be the one that had more exposure to their tag division, with the Hardys and ABC, and when they had Motor City Machine Guns still under contract, and among others. But it's I don't know, maybe the Street Profits, but then again, like I said, they really weren't used to their full potential at all.
You got Mike, you got the DIY, you had
the Young Bucks.
You had War Raiders, you had the Young Bucks, so you had a lot of those. Anybody else that could have fit in here that you thought didn't make the cut?
I mean, we had Private Party as an option, but no votes for them.
Really? Why?
I mean, not for nothing. They really didn't do a lot this year, but I think next year is higher hopes for the Outrunners.
Okay. But remember with Private Party, Quinn was out for forever. He came in late.
And then they get the belts randomly, which wasn't built up well enough.
Which was forced upon.
Mhm.
They basically they threw it on because they were guilty to give it to them.
And then they got killed by Lashley and Shelton.
Yeah.
Right. Which is another team that should have
here.
been in the list. Yeah.
Well,
Another
not for that.
faction that could have made the list.
Well, no, it's too late though. But next year,
Yeah, I know.
faction of the year next year is definitely going to be the Hurt Syndicate. Because not for nothing, but if they add Cedric Alexander to it, it's going to be the full set.
Yeah.
So,
and I don't want to just tell. I want to tell the voters that when we put the bloodline, we didn't mean Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu. We meant Tama Tonga and Tangaloa. So suckers.
Yeah, right. No, don't think you were gonna get away with that slick one getting Fatu on there, right? No. And this year's winner of Tag Team of the Year goes to Motor City Machine Guns. They had a great run in TNA, and then transitioned into WWE really well. Like it was those that they've been there before.
Right?
Yeah. So
I still feel surreal to me to see them in WWE after all these years. It still does. I still see them and I'm like, God, they look weird here, but they work well with who they've been able to work with. So, but I mean, look who they are.
Right.
Pros through and through.
It seems like there's so many factors stopping each of their careers, like Saban's with ACLs and Shelley having a shoot job or whatever the hell his concerns were. It just felt like this was never going to happen. But like Jay said, one stint in TNA and then the second half in WWE, both successful.
Yeah.
Shelley did a second in NXT for a little bit. He did a quick run. Saban has been having nagging issues with injuries for a while. Finally, he's getting it together, and this is probably going to be their last run. These guys are looking, although they look great, they've been in the business. Yeah, and they've been in business for 20 years, man. It's been a long time.
Jay, you know who we need to give this award to?
Who's that?
Actually, honey, Tony Khan. Because of his pettiness of not letting Penta and Ray Phoenix off of their deals. Because they were supposed to be on SmackDown, and then Motor City Machine Guns was supposed to be on NXT, but then they got elevated to SmackDown due to Tony Khan being petty. So this award goes to Tony Khan because
he's an honorable he's the honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
No, he's the one that receives his award on behalf of Motor City.
Motor City Machine Guns with the Tag Team of the Year. Congratulations for your Tabby. This is the part of the show in which we.
Oh, what now?
We honor in memoriam. We do in memoriam.
Okay.
For those who we lost in our past year, but they're not wrestlers. We're talking about dignity and possible other things, such as.
I was about to say, you have to make us cry with who we lost this past year. Like, nope, now we're going.
The ability to buy tickets for wrestling shows anymore. We lost that last year. WrestleMania tickets, SummerSlam tickets, any tickets you are going to are through the fucking roof. Ridiculous.
Have to sell organs to be able to buy tickets for these shows.
GCW was selling tickets at a ridiculous price at one time or another, where I was like, are you serious? This is where I believe the last show at House of Glory, the general admission was $45. I said, what? Since when?
These operation costs are a lot, eh?
I said,
those chicken tenders that you sell that I can't buy, I have to pay an extra $20 for that?
Oh, man. In memoriam. Raw on USA. If you don't have a Netflix account, you better get it from somebody else. You're fucked.
And you can't anymore. Remember, Netflix blocked that.
Right, you can't even share. Unless you put them on your profile, because they do give you profiles you can pick. You still got that. You got that. In memoriam. Basically, Peacock is going to be done with WWE as well. It's going to be over. So we have to say goodbye to that. Goodbye to AEW ratings trackings because they're on Max. No, wait a minute. They still track the ratings on them. Nope, that's still alive. That is still alive. It's funny because I'm looking at the ratings that they give for AEW, and I'm like, who the hell is watching on Max? Because it looks like the same shit.
Everybody watches. I don't know anybody who watches it on TV anymore. Everybody's
Really?
on
Just
Max.
just the people went from TBS to then going to HBO. They're still there.
Yeesh.
It's weird.
That's gonna wrap up our in memorial segment here.
Oh wow,
because-
okay.
Yeah. I don't want to depress anybody anymore. That's just it's bad enough that what we had to go through. But
Our last performance saying "pussy" really just ruined the whole
the music aspect, the amount music. Oh no,
Woo,
I should have been playing. I will
Yeah.
remember you.
Surprised you didn't come up with that one.
And, I got another song if you want to hear it. I got another one. This
Don't tease them.
oh no, I'll do it after this one. I'll do it after this.
Sure.
The next one is Story of the Year. We got Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. We have
The
Solo
bracelet
Sikoa, the bracelet story. We got the Bloodline and what is it 2.0 versus the Roman clan? That's what we're looking at here.
The Ufalafa thing.
The Ofalafel. The chili pepper chain.
Yes.
We got Swerve and Hangman, and finally we get Cody finishes his story. Ari, your mic is clicking. I'm kidding.
I'm
I haven't even said anything. What the hell? I'm just scratching my hand, listening to you guys talk.
Meanwhile,
Ari-
I'm thinking like I'm just clicking a pen off screen. I'm thinking like that's usually what you say to me. Like, Mike, stop clicking the pen.
Ari, any stories here that you would have liked to have seen here?
The other ones that I would have liked to have seen here?
Yeah.
Maybe Mariah May and Tony Storm.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, that was good.
That was a good.
I forget what it's off of. It's based off a play. I'm trying. If I really knew, because it's like the understudy trying to take the lead type of thing.
Yes. Exactly. Your Hollywood story, basically.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The love triangle with Rhea, Liv, and Dom.
I thought they kind of went off the rails with that because they took it went a long way with that one.
Which one?
Like with the living and Rhea, it just went forever. Like it just.
I think Rhea's injury kind of caused that to happen.
Right. Yeah, that was problematic.
Mm-hmm.
Injuries plural, like more than one.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
She was out back to back, basically.
Yeah.
But the Mariah Timeless Tony Storm, that was something that I was not a big fan of them bringing it back, like when she did her Tony Storm gimmick, original one, or herself, and then having it click so fast. Like I wish they would have stretched it out a little bit longer. But still, she makes it work. She's solid with it as well. I could have been on here as well. Who didn't make the cut?
Nobody really cared about Daniel San Sting's retirement stories.
Wow.
I mean,
that's hilarious to me. Nobody gave a shit.
People are just like heartless.
Those are the feel-good stories.
I think with
besides Cody,
I think with the Anderson story, like retirement, where overall it just went out with a whimper. It was like really like nobody was really invested. Honestly,
he got destroyed at the end. Poor thing.
Yeah, by somebody that nobody wanted to see be the one to beat him. We're all saying like Hangman should have been the one.
Agree.
In Sting's retirement, it was definitely well done, but it's also like it was like weirdly built too in a month where they gave him the tag titles, and then like all people cared about what the hell are the Young Bucks looking like? Like they look like the black and white spies.
Also, it happened so early in 2024 that it kind of just faded into the background eventually, and the stories came in and took over the year.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I just like that out of the four, like one was over a bracelet, one was over a necklace, and one was over a house.
Mm-hmm.
And one was over, and the last one was over a belt.
Yeah. Accessories.
All accessories.
Yeah. All objects. Yeah.
And the winner of Story of the Year goes to.
I mean, it's obvious, people.
Oh, Cody. Oh, Cody, you've won over the masses, and now they hate you again.
Now give me your soul.
I want
I
your
love
soul.
looking at Randy, and that's who LA Knight behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way there's Randy looks like so proud, like oh my brother.
Wasn't there somebody in there that everybody was like, "What the hell are you doing in there?" I forgot who was somebody in the ring there was like, "What the hell he's doing in there?"
Who's? Oh, that's Cena back there. I'm like, who's
Cena? I know Cena.
Pale guy with no shirt on.
Sammy, Kevin was there.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was Ricky Starks. Wasn't it Ricky Starks?
Probably. No, it was no. Ricky wasn't on there. You crazy? He was in the arena.
He was after the ring. I could have sworn that he got in the ring.
He was in the arena. He was in the arena. He was
I
in
could have sworn they said he got in the ring towards like after it went off the air.
Yeah,
I think it was Knight because Knight did not he had no relation with Cody at all. It was like, why are you
what
here?
the fuck is Knight doing here? That's exactly. I think it was Knight. It was what the hell is that about? But obvious winner here, right? This is the obvious choice.
Oh, absolutely. The Rock almost derailed it, but this was the perfect story.
Nah, he added to it. He made it more exciting because if not, it would have been boring.
Boo.
Nah.
He almost ruined it.
Everybody agrees with me on that one. Like, if it weren't for him coming in, that would have been a boring main event.
Name everybody.
Technically, Knight won with the tag team match. Yes, that did work. That actually did elevate it. So that did make it work.
They needed that.
Yeah.
Night one would have been a bust without that match.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it got a lot of people back into wrestling too, that match. So they brought them back. So congratulations, Cody, on winning your award this year for Story of the Year. You closed your story, you closed your chapter. And
thank God we don't have to hear about your fucking story ever again.
Great, exactly. In 2025, your story will be that everybody hates you and you turn heel. So congratulations to you.
Yeah, please.
Become Homelander. We're just looking forward to it.
I can't wait to see the babies crying in the audience.
Wow. Villainous.
I can't help
Next up, match of the year. This was another one that was on the debate as well. We got
really good
Anderson and Ospreay. We have CM Punk, McIntyre at Bad Blood. We have Cody and Roman at WrestleMania, and we had Paige and Swerve. Now, any one of these, honestly, I think this was like one of the toughest ones to really go with because there was some really there was some bangers on here this year.
One
that really stood out for me that actually became a shocker because this usually never gets on the list is a WrestleMania main event match, Cody and Roman. Like this one, I mean, I know the year before when Cody lost, everybody was like, it was a great match as well, but it wasn't this one. This one had a lot going on. It had the Usos getting involved. Everybody was jumping in. Any other Ariana, any other of these matches as well that stuck out for you as well that could be a real good contender for these four?
Man, there's so many. Like you said, like this year brought so many banger matches. I don't know. I would have to take like a beat to think on that one because there's a lot of matches I have to like run through. Ugh.
But out of these four,
you
can see that there was, I mean, like, there was stuff there going on.
Every single one of them had a good story behind it.
Mike, two of them involved a cage. Is that shocking to you?
Not really, because I think when you beat the shit out of your opponent, make them bleed, or you just or staple your nipples, you get the crowd excited for different reasons.
So you mean to tell me I could get a crowd excited by stapling my nipples?
I mean that's what Swerve did, and everybody went, "Oh shit!" And then when CM Punk hit Drew in the head with a wrench.
Well, the toolbox.
Oh, the toolbox.
Yeah.
I mean, a wrench was in there.
Yeah.
I thought it was a wrench, but it was actually the toolbox. But like all four different options. I mean, the Danielson Ospreay one was just a wrestling first time ever story match. Then Roman and Cody, which was the story of the year match, where it was just like bollocks after nonsense. Then you had Punk and Drew with heated Hell in a Cell. Then we had Swerve and Hangman, just the match that ended all.
Right. So the winner.
Close.
of the Tabby Award for Match of the Year. Bad Blood, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. I have to say this. I didn't come up with this one. You guys came up with it on your own. I was deeply surprised that actually Ariana bended and said, "Okay, fine."
But she went for the all-around match.
We pulled out a couple of fingernails for her to, give.
No, but at the end, it was a fantastic match. At the end of the day, the build-up, the weird, justified the match. Because when you have one guy,
she just can't be clear cut. She just can't.
You have to admit it's not easy. It's very rare to see a feud carried, the majority of it carried by one person because of injuries,
right?
Fortunately, but he did a phenomenal job doing it. So when they finally were able to work together, they put on a great match.
Well, for me,
this was the third of a trilogy. Let's remember this too.
Right. For me, after what happened with the corners match, I was like, okay, it was fine. But this is the one that really needed to cement the whole deal. I thought this is the one that put it over. Not to take anything away from Swerve and Hangman, but for me, I thought that it was really like their story was done already beforehand. To bring it back, you do it the fire, the house, and I said, okay, it's cool. I think for their match,
the title needs to be on the line.
That, and it was just a little too much for me. It was just gore for the sake of gore.
I mean, it's a lights out match.
Yeah,
all the stops.
It was a cage match. So
I'm like, out cage match. Yeah.
But it was like
knock out your opponent.
Where was the wrestling? Like I don't know.
God, here we go.
Come on, man.
It's just too much for me. I don't know. AEW is
the
just.
Same could be said about Bad Blood. They were killing each other, blood all over the place.
But I will say.
Well, what do you mean? Wait, hold on, Ari. What do you mean by that?
They were killing themselves in the ring too, with all the blood and all the violence.
I'm playing you off.
Wow. But I will say not for nothing. The Lights Out cage match was like the week prior where Swerve had the best wrestling match of his life. Where if they would have built up over a month, because like Jay said, like 2 weeks they have to build to a match. What's one thing we could do? Set his childhood home on fire?
No. I was kidding. The match, like I said, they had wrestling and everything. And like I said, but I just thought it was already done, and then like they really like did too much like to force this through. Like I don't know. Match overall still had me like, I was looking at it like, what the fuck is going on here? I was like, what the hell is this?
You were kind of you're afraid to see like what are they gonna do now?
Yeah.
But, I know. I mean, she's like, please don't ever revisit because what's next? They're gonna freaking shoot each other.
they're gonna pierce fucking penises next time. It's gonna be a live penis. They're gonna give Prince Alberts in the middle of the ring just to fuck around with her. That's gonna be the next thing.
That'll be watch.
I think them doing the Bandito Brian Keith spot is kind of a precursor to them giving Swerve and Hangman guns for real.
Right. Well, congratulations to CM Punk and Drew McIntyre for getting their award from the Tabbies of this year. And Drew, you earned it. You lost a lot of blood that night. A lot of blood.
Those 15 staples in your head.
Yeah. How many was it?
15.
Damn, shit.
And right down the scalp too. Like you got a heart.
Shit. Woo. Another musical segue. This will probably be the last one since I haven't mentioned it anyway. So I just want to do another musical segue. This was at the time before Ronda Rousey made it to the WWE. This was like her last days of UFC. And no, this is not a Justin Bieber song, Ari. This is something different. But this artist. Yeah, this is another ode. So this is another one. So this was the days of.
Oh my lord! What the fuck?
Whoa, Rhonda. Whoa.
I'm just seeing pictures. I don't hear anything.
I don't think. What the hell? Did you hear that? I hate living around people. Who's that?
Holly Holmes.
Oh, she looks beautiful there.
We don't hear music. We just look at pictures, everybody. Just for everybody that's
Right.
watching on YouTube.
Two fit, beautiful women.
You guys don't hear it?
We don't hear it.
No, we don't hear nothing.
Oh, hold on.
Yo, can you stop making so much noise down there?
Hold on. I gotta play it again there. Hold on. I didn't know you were gonna hear it.
Right, open the window.
I know what it Oh, they're doing some weird stuff down there?
Yeah, my downstairs neighbor is knocking on something.
Man.
Oh, I know what it is. That's what it was. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
We're like sitting here, like, look at pictures, and James like
you gotta tell me that.
Hammering on something.
If you heard us though,
like there's no music.
No music. We just look at pictures.
Oh yeah, I forgot because I got to turn this shit on over here. Okay, here we go.
Is somebody trying to get in your house?
If somebody's hammering, I'm like, great timing, guys.
It's 6. I was supposed to say it's like 8, but no, it's only like 6:45.
Should text my upstairs neighbor like, is that you hammering? I'm doing a podcast right now.
I'm doing I'm podcasting about wrestling.
I'm yelling at people.
Really, Ari?
Yelling at people.
Oh, hello.
Okay,
now you hear. Now you hear it. Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Rousey, Rousey. I was watching you walk in the cage at UFC 190.
Mike, you can save those pictures, Mike.
Fuck you.
Down that chick in front of you, I believe her name is Holly. Hello, do you hear me?
You didn't hit puberty yet, did you?
Sit down and dreaming of your undefeated streak. You are so beautiful and mean. When the bell rang out, you were prepared to knock her out quickly. But something different, it happened so fast. Where did that kick come from? A KO from the outside. It happened fast, I almost died. Hurt you, clearly, you got hit so hard. I never thought it would happen at all. A KO from the outside. I saw you fall, I almost cried. See you bloody, the pain my heart felt. I can't believe it. You lost your bell.
You're sitting in your underwear, just recording songs.
I will say he carried that note. He carried that note towards the end. He was
At 2 a.m, Jay Santy's doing this.
he was carrying
Hey!
He carried it.
Yeah.
Mike, how did you know that?
The ladies in the house.
I remember you telling me the stories.
What am I doing?
Mike, how did you know that?
Oh my gosh, hilarious.
So weird, Mike. 8 years ago, I remember
the weird one.
The Dua Lipa.
Oh, what the hell is that?
I think the next video is playing.
Oh,
Some actual award shows playing in the background.
Dua Lipa's the next performer on our show.
oh for real, right? What the hell? There
Hey,
you go. I gotta make sure I cut that out because I don't need to get fucking banned for that shit. I remember when I first made that song. Like it was the early days of the show,
Wow.
and Private Party was in the building, and I played it while they were here, and I was recording, and they're like, "Really? This is what the fuck you do on this show?"
I can imagine the looks on their faces. Like this dude.
This is what you do on this show? I was like,
Adele covers.
yeah, I'm like. No, was it? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Private Party. It was Chris Seaton and Smooth. It was a New York Wrecking Crew.
Oh,
they were
even
like,
better.
what? Yeah, they were like, what the hell, bro? Back to the show, everybody. Next up, this is the final category of the night, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, male wrestler of the year. We got Cody Rhodes, we got Will Ospreay, we got Gunther, and we have Damian Priest. Damian Priest, 2-time Mr. Most Improved and Male Wrestler of the Year. How did that happen, Mike?
He came at the last second. He got like a lot of votes to surpass.
That's probably not the last time it happened to him, or probably the first time.
But not for nothing. I showed you the voting, and like he surpassed like Bryan Danielson, Nick
Yeah.
Nemeth, Swerve Strickland, and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that's telling.
He snuck in there.
Ari voted more than once. She was like an American Idol voter.
She had like burner accounts to use.
Ari, you're happy about this 4 year? They make sense?
She's happy about 3. I know who she doesn't like.
I'm not sold on Gunther as a champion, but I mean, I can understand why he made it. I guess. Otherwise, yeah, I'm satisfied.
Well, so was Damian, since he's like he pulled it out in the end, so he's satisfied as well. So male wrestler of the year. By the way, for all you guys who participated, thank you for your involvement in the show, and of course we couldn't be this show without you guys. Actually, I've been to tell you, numbers have been going up on the podcast for Turnbuckle Tabloid. We had hit a skid for a while because we had changed servers. Shout out to the family at RageWorks.net, man. Those are they still showing us love and doing the work for us, and much love to the boss Rich for hooking that up as well. And once we changed servers, everything went back into what it was supposed to be. Numbers are still escalating and climbing, so we're back into the norm. So thank you for everybody who's been sharing, being a part of the show, and listening for almost 8 years come March. That is insane. But I really need shit to do with my life. Anyway, but male wrestler of the year goes to Ospreay. Well deserved.
Yeah.
I mean, he came in. Obviously, he already been there for a while, in and out, but he came in and he put on some tremendous 6-star matches. Going to
I was going to say
6.5 stars.
Every match he had was like 5 and above.
5 and above. I mean, we can always count on him to put on fantastic work in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And can lose. I was actually surprised that they gave him matches that he can lose. I was like, thank you for not overbooking him, Tony. You actually have him losing. Yes, awesome.
He can lose and still look strong.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
That's the point about it. Didn't he make? Was it Orange Cassidy? He wrestled this past year.
No.
No.
It was the first Forbidden Door.
Oh, okay. No, it was someone he wrestled that I was like, he made them look fantastic. I was like, it didn't come to me, but I would have said
that to everybody.
Yeah, I would have argued a little bit for Gunther, just a little bit, but I think they booked him in a box and just didn't really showcase him well. 2023 might have been a better year for him. 2024. They just basically put him on that platform and haven't been really showing him well. But
this was definitely the year they definitely gave him the mantle. Like here, you're gonna be the next top heel. Let's just see what happens.
Right, and God, please don't turn him face. God, don't turn him face. Leave him the fuck the way he is. Jesus.
We'll wait till we get to WrestleMania. I mean, it's gonna be Heat Mania.
Oh, please. You know what? That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm good. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, because that means that Gunther will definitely get all the heat from the fans. So
yeah, but that's.
I'll be happy if he beats Jay.
And that will be on the predictions episode, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of which, we got a prediction episode coming up for you guys too. We got to do predictions for Elimination Chamber. So
the most predictable pay-per-view in the world.
You know what? You're right though. I don't even think I should do fucking do
But you know
predictions
what?
for
I
that.
think it'd be interesting because
Nah, I would do it because we got to do it for the YouTube page. So I'll
no,
do
I
it for
know it's
that.
content.
Yeah,
That's also
yeah,
when I think about it too. The chamber matches they could definitely change their minds last minute,
yeah. We'll see. But
especially with Charlotte picking who she picked. I think it's gonna be interesting who they choose to face Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
so that's gonna close out here at the Tabby Awards, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Allspray, and
Holy
we
shit!
did it, guys. We went through it. We did it. Shout out to Ari and her mic. And we find out it's not the mic. It's your browser.
Yeah. Freaking Google.
It's the browser. So that's what it is.
Never mind. I won't bring politics into this.
Mike, what we got going on and what's happening? What's down the line, Mike?
I don't know anymore. But we just recorded a history and headless episode around Christian Cage. On New York Wrestling Media, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. Tap the bell for all notifications on episodes of ours.
Share.
There you go. And check out other shows like Third Announcer's Table, Under the Ring Apron, Jay playing video games if he can win them. Or I don't know.
I'm going to beat that fucking guy. Watch. It's going to happen. I'm going to beat the shit out of that guy. Watch.
And like Jay said, that's when we do predictions for Elimination Chamber because that's the final stop on the road to WrestleMania. And I don't know if we're going to term our own WrestleMania like Tabloid Mania.
Ooh, that's a name. Tabloid Mania.
Yeah.
Let's see what we're gonna do for Mania. Most likely, I might because I got a recommendation from Seneca that we could have pulled up for Elimination Chamber there, but I didn't get a response for anybody who would have pulled up. But I think I definitely believe we should do Mania at Seneca. I think we should do that. It's a lot more space. It's a lot more food. It's a lot more cheaper beverages. So we'll look into that. But thanks again, guys, for checking in. And thank you guys for listening, being part of the Tabbies this year, man. And congratulations to all the winners. And for all you lost, don't worry. Like I said, there's always next year. And as always, thank you guys in the stack.
Two, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.